Copia was pitched as the perfect marriage between digital commerce and rural Kenya. Think of it as Amazon blended with your neighborhood mama boga, powered by mobile money. Bright yellow kiosks, shop agents using tablets, and customers who didn't even need a home address. It sounded almost too ideal. But as with many love stories, things got complicated. Copia launched in 2013, founded by Tracy Turner and Jonathan Lewis. They recognized that millions of Kenyan shoppers were excluded from mainstream e-commerce. No internet? No credit card? No physical address? No problem. Their solution was to build a technology network that relied on trusted local stores as ordering and pickup centers. The concept was simple and elegant. Instead of trying to deliver to every single household, deliver to the shops people already trust. These shopkeepers, called agents, would place orders on behalf of their neighbors, receive the items, and earn a commission. Customers could order through the app, through the agent's phone, or simply by walking into the shop. Local stores basically became micro-fulfillment hubs. People fell in love with the model. Depending on the publication and year, Copia claimed anywhere between hundreds of thousands to several million customers, processing millions of orders through tens of thousands of pickup agents. Some stories mentioned 1.6 million customers and around 30,000 collection points. Others suggested up to 50,000 agents. The exact numbers differ, but the trend was undeniable. Copia was expanding rapidly. That momentum attracted big investors. One of the standout moments was the $50 million Series C in January 2022, led by Goodwell Investments. Later, a $20 million Series C extension landed in December 2023. Depending on the source, Copia's total fundraising over the years is estimated between $100 million and $123 million. Backers included development institutions, impact-focused funds like the DFC, and various growth investors. The pitch was irresistible. Tap into a massive, underserved consumer market that traditional e-commerce ignored. Scalable and socially beneficial, two huge checkmarks for investors. So, what went wrong? The same thing that crushes many startups: unit economics and the cost of scaling. Here's the smart part and the costly part. Copia built warehouses, ran its own logistics fleet, managed inventory, and maintained a complex tech system capable of handling countless small orders from thousands of agents. That meant two big challenges: high fixed expenses, warehousing, trucks, staff, and expensive last-mile logistics for customers who typically made small, low-value purchases. Rural families often buy in small quantities. That's tough math. Lots of delivery points, combined with tiny order sizes, creates a high cost per transaction. And because rural shoppers buy less frequently, customer lifetime value grew slowly, while inventory and fulfillment continued burning cash. You can sustain that with raised capital for a while, but investors eventually demand sustainable margins. Copia also attempted to expand beyond its stronghold in Kenya. They launched operations in Uganda and spoke about broader regional growth, but expanding this kind of model multiplied the logistics challenges even further. Things began falling apart between 2023 and 2024. Copia halted its Uganda operations in 2023, and by May 2024, the parent company entered administration after failing to secure new funding. KPMG stepped in as administrators. Within weeks, layoffs began. Several reports noted over 1,000 employees laid off in June 2024, with later numbers rising to around 1,500. Eventually, the entire workforce was let go as the company shut down operations. In July 2024, Copia moved from administration into full liquidation. Leadership concluded the business couldn't be revived without fresh capital, so assets were prepared for sale, and staff received termination notices. This hit especially hard for agents and shopkeepers who depended on Copia commissions. Many were left stranded. Legal filings followed as well. U.S. records showed a Chapter 7 bankruptcy with tens of millions in liabilities, indicating that the company owed more money than any revival could reasonably fix. Investors who poured in over $100 million lost a significant portion of their capital. In the end, this became a race between rapid growth and viable margins, and margins lost the race. It was like trying to feed a small town using a private jet. Inspiring, but painfully expensive. After liquidation, a few developments popped up. Reports in 2025 indicated that the founders and several senior executives quietly registered a new startup called Stahi, focusing on rewards and cashback systems, essentially reusing lessons from Copia. Some observers see this as healthy entrepreneurial pivoting. Others question accountability to staff and investors who suffered. The bigger takeaway is agent-driven distribution can work, but it becomes extremely costly when dealing with low-value, low-frequency purchases unless you dramatically increase order size, boost purchase frequency, raise prices, or introduce high-margin side services like credit, data, or B2B logistics. This is why some African startups that focused on B2B distribution, like Twiga and Wasoko, have operated with different economics, serving shops instead of rural households. Copia was bold. It was innovative. It was tragic. It created new income streams for small shopkeepers, brought essential goods closer to rural families, and proved that offline plus tech can be a powerful model. But purpose and passion can't cover massive logistics costs. So, was Copia a brave misstep that showed us what not to scale, or a necessary experiment Africa needed to attempt? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you have topics you'd like me to cover next, drop me a message. Your requests guide the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to support the channel.